Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Tea Time with Aloha and Coco. My name is Vicky, and today we're going to discover everything you can eat on board the Utopia of the Seas. Here's a little background information on the Utopia. It is a very new ship. It is about a year and a half, almost 2 years old. The Utopia of the Seas is located in Port Canaveral, which means you would have to take this cruise ship from Orlando in order to sail on it. This is a weekend cruise ship, which means it sails for 3 to 4 nights, depending on which cruise you take. Some of the locations it goes to is the Bahamas, then you have Coco Cay. Wonderful ship. Today, we're going to discover all of the food options on board, everything that is for free or included in your cruise ship already, and everything that you would have to pay for. We're going to start on deck 4. Deck 4, in the aft part of the ship, which is all the way in the back, we have the formal dining room. Now, the formal dining room spans 3 decks. You have deck 3, you have deck 4, and you have deck 5. When you receive your card, it's going to state on the card your dining time and your floor, or rather your table number. This is open for you every evening for dinner. Now, you're going to have 3 options as far as the time that you can eat. You have 5 p.m. dining, 7 p.m. dining, and my time dining. A lot of people like to do my time dining because you can pretty much go in and have dinner anytime between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on most ships. I prefer to do dinner at 5 p.m. I like to select my time so I know what table to go to every single night. And it also gives me time to digest my dinner, and then I can have a little snack later on at night. So just keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that depending on your party size, you may be placed with another family at the table, a family you probably have never met before. So make sure that if you don't want that and you want to stick to your family, you make all of these accommodations prior to boarding your cruise. And if you're going to ask me what the best time is for dining, I would always say 5 p.m. dining is the best. And if you miss dinner, it's okay because you can go to the Windjammer and enjoy a free dinner there. All the meals that you have here at the formal dining room are for free unless you request filet mignon or lobster from Chops Grill or one of the surrounding specialty restaurants. So that's the formal dining room. And usually on deck 3, they will have free breakfast for you as well. So just keep that in mind, a great option for breakfast. Now we're going to turn around on deck 4 and we have Utopia Station. Utopia Station is an incredible dining option. Now, I am telling you with great certainty, if you're considering a restaurant, this is it. Now, this is a specialty restaurant, which means you have to pay per person to dine here. Now, my suggestion is as soon as you book your Utopia of the Seas cruise, try to snag a reservation. It's very difficult to get a reservation for this specific restaurant. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like, it seats approximately 48 people at a specific dining time, and they only have about a handful of dining times per day. So it is very difficult. Again, this is not a 1-week cruise where you say, okay, well, maybe one night I can get it. No, this is just a weekend cruise. So the opportunity, if it does present itself, I say snag it. It is not an inexpensive dinner. It is a very pricey dinner. However, it is one for the books and one you will remember. As soon as you walk in, there's going to be people waiting for you so that they can hand you apple pie moonshine. And if you have a little one with you, they'll give them a lemonade. And then as soon as you're done there, you have a photo opportunity where you can take pictures. And then they're going to bring you into the train. They ask for you to use the restroom beforehand. So once they close those doors and the experience begins, they don't want you to kind of drift off and leave that experience. It's very immersive and it's truly wonderful. My daughters had a phenomenal time and I, as an adult, loved it too. The only downside to this is not even the food, because the food was like top tier. It was delicious. It's the screens on the side. I suffer from vertigo, so the screens, I can understand how somebody can get a little bit dizzy. I personally did not, and I do have vertigo, but I can understand how someone can feel this way. Now, again, if you have plans on dining here, make sure you make your reservations with sufficient time because you will not be able to snag a reservation on board. Just my recommendation. But if you're looking for a place to spend your money, I'm telling you, this is the place. Now we are heading to deck 5. I'm not going to count all of the countless places like bars, but they have bars pretty much everywhere. You have a Starbucks on board, so you can get your drinks. You do have to pay for them, and they have some pastries as well, but you do have to pay for that. Then we have Sorrento's. Sorrento's opens daily from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. So you have pizza pretty much available all day. This is what I was telling you. If you have an early dinner, let's say you eat around 5:30, around 9 o'clock at night, you're probably like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, but I don't want to do room service right now. You can just swing by Sorrento's and you can pick up a couple of pizzas, and they're great about it. This is one of the bars. Again, they have so many bars on board. You are not going to have enough time to visit every single bar. I promise you that. But that's an option. This is my favorite bar on board, and it's called the Pesky Parrot. This is an experience. The reason I say this is because you feel like you're in a little tiki hut somewhere in the tropics. It's absolutely spectacular. The decor, the sounds. They even have a cute little parrot named Brian, and he interacts with you. It's the most precious thing. And something I'm going to tell you, if you've been on the Icon or you're going on the Icon, there is another parrot there. So I love the idea of them kind of incorporating this super nice touch into multiple cruises. I'm hoping that the Star of the Seas also has a parrot, because this is my favorite thing to look for now. Here they have a number of mocktails. They have frozen drinks as well. They have just a ton of options. I am a non-alcoholic girly, so I do love that they have options not just for myself, but also for my kids. Up next, we have Cafe Promenade. Cafe Promenade is open 24/7, and they have a number of snacks. Everything from yogurts to sandwiches to wraps. They even have a little specialty beverage center. Now, all of the food here is free, but if you decide to purchase a coffee or a blended drink or anything like that, you do have to pay for it, unless you have a package for drinks. And that you can figure out as soon as you get there, because they have different packages. But if you're looking for a little snack and you're trying to watch your wallet, you don't want to spend unnecessary money, you can always come over here. They always have the food for free. And then here you have a plethora of beverages that you can take also for free. Now we're jumping to deck 6, which is home to two things: the Vitality Spa, which has a smoothie bar. You can go ahead and purchase your things there, and the Boardwalk. They have a hot dog bar here, and they have Italian sausages and all of that. Completely free. You can enjoy that. They have a candy store that, of course, you have to pay for. It's by weight. They have Playmakers, which you have to pay for, but it's a sports bar and grill. They have wonderful onion rings and chicken wings. If that's what you're in the mood for, head on over and enjoy. And they have Johnny Rockets. They have free breakfast for you, but anything else that you get, you have to pay for. Now we are on deck 8, and this is home to a lot of specialty restaurants. First up, we have 150 Central Park and Chops Grill. Chops Grill and 150 Central Park are both specialty restaurants. You have to pay to eat at both. If you had to pick one, I would suggest heading on over to Chops Grill. They have excellent filet mignon with peppercorn sauce. It's very, very good. Definitely try that. They have outdoor dining and they have indoor dining. Up next, this is the 150 Central Park location. Like I said, if you want to skip it, I suggest you skip it. I think that 150 Central Park is kind of the same as Chops Grill. I feel like if you do both, you'd be wasting money. Then they have Izumi in the Park. Now, this is 3 different places in one. Izumi in the Park is a little window, and you can order those items that you see there in the menu. You could just order it at the window, and you could sit down and have your food. It's a great option if you want your dumplings and you want all of those yummy treats, but you don't want to get that smell, that hibachi smell that would be inside. You can simply go pick up a couple of dumplings and enjoy a good book there at Central Park. Then once you go inside the restaurant, you have 2 options. You either have the option of hibachi, which is all of this area here, which is dining. It's very hard to get a reservation for hibachi, so if you want to do hibachi, do it before your cruise. So you have that table set up for you and waiting for you. Then you have the other dining option, which is where you can go get like sushi, and they have different ready plates or plates that you can order, and they don't do a presentation in front of you like they do with hibachi. So this is a different option for you. We've eaten at Izumi almost every single cruise. Me personally, because I've done the hibachi so much, I don't really care to do it again. But if you are looking for a good show, the hibachi is a great option. Just keep in mind, anything you do at Izumi will cost you. Then this is Park Cafe. Park Cafe has healthy options: sandwiches, wraps, fruits, salads, a bunch of really yummy things. They have breakfast and lunch, and this is completely free. You don't have to pay to eat here. So that's a free option on deck 8. Now we're jumping to deck 12. On deck 12, we have Giovanni's. Giovanni's is at the back part of the ship, or we call it the aft part of the ship. Giovanni's is indeed a specialty restaurant, which means you gotta cough up the dough, my friends. Anyways, Giovanni's is a wonderful experience because the Italian food is superb. I love the aesthetic of this restaurant. Usually in other Oasis ships, Giovanni's is located in Central Park, but this time they moved it to deck 12, and I'm happy they did because now it has its own area. So Giovanni's is, like I said, a specialty restaurant. You do have to pay to eat here. And Giovanni's has 2 floors. You have this floor up here and that floor down there. I absolutely love it. You pay a price per person and they're very generous. I've never been on a cruise where they don't bring you multiple appetizers. Even if you pick one, they usually bring out multiple, and they want you to experience Giovanni's to the, to the best of their ability. And I love Giovanni's. I think it's a great option. Sometimes I'm not feeling like Italian, so I won't eat there for that reason. But the food is really great. So if you're looking to spend money and you're looking for something Italian, this is your spot. Now we are on deck 15. Deck 15 is home to the Windjammer and a few other options, and I can't wait to show you that. Windjammer is a wonderful place to go to for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as you're going to see right here, they have the times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Very important that you don't come in between those times because they will be closed. They have big metal doors that close it and you're not going to be able to eat. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Take a screenshot so you know their operating hours. Now, the Windjammer is completely for free. The only time something is not for free is if you order a soft drink, a cocktail, or a mocktail. You would have to pay for that unless you have a drink package. Be very mindful when you purchase a drink package that you get all of the information. I know a lot of people who purchase the drink package thinking that they're going to be able to get drinks at Starbucks, and it's not the case. So be mindful, get all your information, and be sure that the package you're purchasing is what fits you best. Anyways, here at the Windjammer, they offer a variety of different types of meals, and they change their menu daily. Don't worry, some of their favorites are available every day. So if you like specific chicken or Caesar salads, most items are available daily. But they have food from all over the world, and it is truly wonderful to taste all those flavors. So if you have an opportunity to, make sure that you enjoy at least one breakfast here, at least one lunch here, and at least one dinner here. I highly recommend it. Another specialty restaurant, the Mason Jar, and it's located literally right next to the Windjammer. This specific restaurant, the Mason Jar, is a Southern style restaurant. So you have biscuits, you have chicken. It is, I walked in, I didn't have the opportunity of dining here. I didn't have enough time, but the food and the smells were exquisite. So if this is something that feels more like home to you, some Southern cooking, maybe this is a better option for you. So just check out the menu. You can take a screenshot to better prepare you for this restaurant. Again, I didn't try it, so I can't give you an honest review, but I can tell you the smells and the sight of the food was spectacular. So it's something for you to take into consideration if you choose to dine here aboard your Utopia cruise. They also have ice cream available. Sprinkles is completely for free. It's soft serve ice cream. And then they have ice cream in specific places that cost money. Just get the free ice cream. I'm telling you, it's well worth the free ice cream. Don't spend money on ice cream. Then here we have the Spare Tire. This is a little food truck completely for free. They have the most delicious wraps, sandwiches, and my favorite, the little pizza taquitos. I'm not kidding, like 36 taquitos. They were delicious. And here's the thing. Literally nobody knows this is here. It's very rare for people to find out that this is here. They have a plethora of items I'm going to show you right now. This is all of the items on the menu. So make sure that you stop by, pick up a couple of items. You're not going to regret it. It's located right in front of the Lime and Coconut Bar. And you can just grab a couple of items, go to the pool, relax. But literally nobody knows this is here. That's why it's so exciting for me to share it with you. Anyways, up next, we're going to go to the Solarium Bistro. Now, it is closed because they're cleaning it and preparing it, but the Solarium Bistro is also for free. So if you want a quick little bite, they have salads, they have much fancier food, but you have that option in there. As you can see, it's closed, because they're cleaning it out. But there's a section where I'm going to be able to show you from a different angle. So I'll show you that. But the Solarium Bistro, the food is for free and it's great. Then you have Hooked. Hooked is another restaurant where you have to pay to eat at. But Hooked is for the fish lovers. If you love lobster, if you love fish, if you love the crab cakes, this is a wonderful spot. Remember how I told you if you love that Southern style cooking, go there? Well, if you love seafood, if you love fish, this is it for you. First of all, it feels like you're in the Hamptons. Beautiful location. And then you have the sea that you can see back there, the ocean view. We usually get crab cakes and lobster bisques. I don't know if every cruise has the exact same items. I can tell you that I've been to this specific restaurant a number of times on every cruise that offers this dining experience, and it's never disappointed. So that you see down there, that is the Solarium Bistro. I told you I was going to give you a different angle. That's the Solarium Bistro, again, free dining. And this is Hooked up here. And Hooked is not free, but it is very, very good. So if you're looking for fish or you want something really delicious, this is the spot. And my last location I will be sharing is El Loco Fresh. This is a Mexican restaurant, and it is my favorite restaurant that is free. So I already talked to you about my favorite restaurant that you have to pay for, and that is Royal Railway. This is my favorite restaurant that you don't have to pay for, and it's El Loco Fresh. They have incredible food here, everything from meat, chicken, tacos, quesadillas, burritos. It's absolutely for free, and it is my favorite place to eat on board. If you're on a diet, if you don't care what you're eating, it doesn't matter. This is the place to go. So make sure that you eat here at least once. So I tried my absolute hardest to make this video 15 minutes. It is a little bit longer, but I'm happy that I gave you all the information. Usually my videos where I give you a full tour of the food take about an hour. So I'm really happy that I was able to do it in 15 minutes. A little bit over, but hey, who's counting? Anyways, I hope that this video helps. I know that a lot of people plan these cruise ships, and the cruise costs so much money to begin with that when you start analyzing, you're like, okay, I want to do specialty dining, but is it worth it? I feel like I give you guys a pretty clear view of what's good and what's not. If you have doubts or you're going on a different ship, chances are I've created a video for you guys already. So just look at my channel. If there's a specific cruise that you want reviews for, let me know down below and I'll give you my best answers. But the point is, I want you to prepare correctly for your cruise, because these things are costly. I already gave you my humble opinion. If you're going to spend your money and you want a good restaurant, if you tell me, Vicky, okay, I want to spend my money in one good restaurant, what do you recommend? 100% Royal Railway. Royal Railway is only available on the Utopia of the Seas. So if you're going on the Utopia, I want you to know that if you spend your money there, at least it's a restaurant that you're not going to find on board any of the other Royal Caribbean ships, at least not yet. I don't know if they're going to be including it in another future cruise, but for right now, it's the only one that has it. I don't know, I find Royal Railway to be very different, very, very good, and just a wonderful experience overall, which is why I recommend it. And if you tell me, okay, give me one good restaurant that the food is completely free and I'm going to enjoy, El Loco Fresh. I'm a huge fan of Mexican food, but the way that they have it set up, there's so many options. You can do salad bowls, you can do tacos, burritos, quesadillas, you can do, the options are endless. I've gone with family members who are on a diet, or they have to follow a rigorous meal plan, and they've been able to eat there without a problem because the food is so good. So that would be my recommendation. If you're going to eat somewhere for free and you want a good spot, El Loco Fresh. If you're going to spend your money and you want a good restaurant, Royal Railway. A good place to have a drink on board that is really, really fun, the Pesky Parrot. And I will never get tired of saying this in my videos, because when you listen to me, you're going to have a different experience. I have people who have sailed on board all sorts of Royal Caribbean ships, Carnival, Disney, they've gone everywhere. And when they listen to this piece of advice, they've called me and they've said, Vicky, you were absolutely right. I should have done this from the beginning. If you're going to sail on a Royal Caribbean ship, you have to sail on a ship that is either Oasis class and now Icon class. What do I prefer? Oasis class. I feel like the Icon class is too big. You know when they say how big is too big? I feel like it's just too big. I feel like I feel like it could use a little less. That's why I prefer Oasis class ships. Oasis of the Seas, Harmony, Allure, Symphony, Utopia. These Oasis class ships, that's my preference, my favorite. Icon class ships, you have the Icon of the Seas and the Star that is coming out now. They're just very big ships. So, but trust me, you're gonna love it. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. I can't wait to bring you more content. We have some more videos for you guys. I have to give you information on the Icon of the Seas. I have to give you a tour. I have to give you everything you can eat on board the Icon of the Seas, because that's coming up shortly. Make sure you follow, you like, you share, and you subscribe, because all of that is coming up very, very soon, and I don't want you to miss that. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in our next video. But until then, don't forget, stay magical. Until next time.